What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris. Thank you so much for returning to my channel, Game Day Wagers, and thank you so much for tuning into episode 7 of The Bounds. Today is Friday, May 23rd, and in today's video, we're going to be breaking down the Friday WNBA slate, where we have 4 contests, but we're coming out firing with 3 selections that I believe have the best opportunity to turn us a profit on a Friday night. Before we get into the plays, though, we are coming off a 1-1 night on Thursday with the New York Liberty covering -11, but Ryan Howard falling short of her 3.5 3-point make total, finishing with 3 for the game. That brings our record to 9-6 for plus 2.5 units, which is solid for the early portions of the WNBA season. Now, without further ado, here are Friday's 3 best bets. The first play we are rolling with is Bridget Carlton of the Minnesota Lynx over 5.5 rebounds. The odds are -135. Look, instead of laying -17 points with the Minnesota Lynx, we're pivoting to this player prop market, something that I see cashing with ease at the end of the night. Carlton is someone who the Lynx trust and rely on to get big minutes and do all the little things right outside of scoring. She's logged at least 30 plus minutes in each of the first 3 games, and she's hauled in 6, 7, and 7 rebounds in that span, which is why we expect her to go over this 5.5 rebound total. In a lopsided game with a spread of -17, you can expect plenty of misses from the Connecticut Sun, who are a terrible shooting team all around. And even if the Minnesota Lynx run away with this contest, I do believe Bridget Carlton will play enough early to go over this 5.5 rebound total. So take her to cash that ticket for us at -135 odds. The second play we are rolling with is A'ja Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces over 25.5 points. The odds are -130. Look, we're going to keep this play rather simple. Nobody on the Washington Mystics roster can hang with A'ja Wilson on the interior. She's the focal point of the offense. She's playing a ton of minutes so far through 2 games. And with her volume of shots, she should get up between 16 and 20 shots in this contest, including getting to the free throw line a bunch. Wilson is knocking down 44% of her field goals opportunities. She's 18 for 20 from the charity strip, and that's the kind of efficiency we need when backing this high player prop total. As I mentioned, for the Mystics, they have nobody on the interior that can bang bodies with A'ja Wilson, and even though they're 2-1 on the season, they've given up 85 points in 2 of those 3 games, the lone coming against a bad Golden State Valkyries team, which they lost to outright on the road. In their second straight road game, I expect the Aces to dominate this one from start to finish, and A'ja Wilson to get hers as she normally does. Take Wilson over 25.5 points, -130. Third play we have for you is Skylar Diggins of the Seattle Storm over 18.5 points. The odds are -110. Look, I was on the Mercury in the opening game of the season where they blew out the Seattle Storm at home, but we're kind of flipping scripts here, and I expect the Seattle Storm win. But more importantly, I expect Skylar Diggins to do the bulk of the scoring for this Storm team. Diggins has gone off for 21 points in each of the first 2 Seattle Storm games, and she's logged nearly 36 minutes last time out versus the Wings. She's a volume shooter, and she's been efficient, going 12 for 15 from the line, and she's also hitting on 57% of her attempts from beyond the 3-point arc. With these 2 teams meeting for the second time in just over a week, I expect the Storm to come out with plenty of adjustments to find the mismatches they need to have an advantage in this contest, and that's where Skylar Diggins comes into play. Nobody can guard her, and I'm expecting her to log a ton of minutes and have a high efficient night from the floor. Give me Skylar Diggins over 18.5 points, -110. That wraps up today's episode of The Bounds. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to help support the videos, please smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Game Day Wagers, or leave a comment in the comment section if you guys are tailing or fading any of tonight's best bets. As always, good luck.